Welcome you all. So today's topic is Turing machine and copier. So how we can make a copy of given input string. So today we are going to discuss how a Turing machine can work as a copier. So it is very simple but conceptual example. Do one more thing I want to tell you that you can do anything with the Turing machine, but a Turing machine can be specific for a specific task. So you can design a Turing machine such a way that it can perform your desired work. So you have to be clear vision about what is your problem and how you can solve that problem, and just you divide the problem into the state and transaction function. So you can easily design any Turing machine. So today what we did over here, so today we simply going to have an input string like here we are having ones. So suppose we are having three ones here, be 1 1 1. Now we need to convert this 3 1 1 into the 6 1 1 because we just want to copy it. Copy it means everyone becomes a twice one. So one is become to twice one, twice one, twice one. So if there is a three ones, then we have a six ones. So we just copy input string. So capital B is it is not input string. If you watch my previous video, then it is a blank. So at the every tape end of the left side and right side, there is a infinite blank, which is simply represented by the capital B. Blank it means nothing. So here the tape is end, something we can say like, or we can say string is end over there. So how we did the thing is that I just want to explain first, then we will going to design a particular Turing machine for that. So suppose if there is a three ones, so we first of all we start from this one. So whenever we are starting to tracking the input tape, or we are reading in read route head read this particular input, so we're starting with the first most significant bit. So what we did, we simply replace every one with every x. So we replace 3 1 with a 3x. So we simply replace 3 1 with a 3x. After x or any symbol you can take as you wish. So we replace it x. You can replace with a, b, c, d as you wish. So after replacing everything will be x. So here there are some blanks because at the end of tape there is a blank always, and here is also some blanks, something like this. So after that, what we did, we simply after transferring all x into all ones into the x, we are over here. When we reach at the left side, or we can say the right side blank, we simply move first to the first x. What we did after that, so we move left. When we reach to the after scanning this all ones, we move to the this right side blank. Then we move again left side, and we replace this x as a one. So what we did, we simply replace we simply replace this x. So we simply replace this x as a 1. So we replace simply x as a 1 and go back and find the blank. So here we are finding the one blank. So when we are facing first x, then we replace that x as a 1 and find a blank to the right side and replace the blank. When we find the blank, then we replace that blank as a 1. So what we get, with respect to 1x, we get 2 1. So here x simply 1x is replaced by the 2 1. We simply multiply the 2's, or can simply say that 1 1 only 1 1 is replaced with the 2 ones. So after that we are here. So it b is becomes as a 1. So again we after then we are going to see here we are blank. Then we getting the blank, again move to the left side. When we are moving to the left side, then we find into the x. So here is a 1, then there is a 1, then we are having the x. When there is a x, we simply again replace this x as a 1 and going to the find the blank. So here is a blank because this blank is replaced with the 1. Now we replace this blank with a 1. So how many ones over here? 1, 2, 3 and 4 ones over here. So we simply scan 2x, but now we are having the 4 ones. After this we are going to the again left side and find the x. So if we find the x, we simply replace this x as a 1 and going to the find the blank, and we replace this blank as a 1. So here we are having 1 2 3 4 5 6 1. So after that we going again back and find the x, but we don't having any x, then we find the blank. So when we are going left side and we find the blank, we simply stop our Turing machine, and desired the output on the tape is our desired output. So what we have as a output, we simply have a copy of initial string 111 as a 111. So I hope you understand this concept. Let me consider the practical scenario, what happened if we did with the help of Turing machine. So it is our tape. In this tape we are having input 111, and the left side having so many blanks and right side having so many blanks. So at the first state, whatever task we simply need to move, we currently over here. So we are currently over here. So what we now want to do, we simply go to the right side and replace everyone as a x. So this is state what we did at the state q naught. If there is a 1, then we remain at state q naught and replace that 1 with the x and moving to the right side. So we simply at this state we are, if the input is 1, then we replace that input as an x and moving to the right side. So we are having, we simply now here, then we replacing this 1 as x, then moving the right side, again we are having 1, we simply replace it as an x, again we are having 1, we simply replace in x, and now we are getting the blank. So now after replacing it, now we are here. Just not focus on the particular my pointer so you can understand. So what we did the next. So after next, when we are at replace all 1 with the x. Now when at the state q naught, because currently we are at the state q naught, when at the state q naught we are facing blank, so it is a blank, we simply move to the state q1, we go to the state q1 and replace that blank as a blank. It means we remains blank as a blank and move to the left side. So we simply replace this blank as a blank with at the state q1, and we move to the left side. So after moving to left side, now we are from here to, now we are here. So what is here? Here we are having x, because this one is replaced by the x. So what is I write over in the red thing is that it is updated value. So this is one is alternate value which is replaced with the particular x. So now we are here, and what is the value of here? It is a x. So what we want to did, we simply replace this x. Uh, so here we if the state q1, so here is state at a q1, that is state q1, we simply replace that particular, sorry, we simply replace that x with a 1 and go to the state q2. So over here we simply replace this x with a 1. So simply we are replacing this x with a 1 and going to the right side. So now where we are currently, now again come back to this point. So now we are at the blank point. So what we did, if after replacing the x, we are moving to the right word and finding the blanks. So when we are state q2 and we having the blank, we simply replace this blank with the 1. But I told you 1x with we replace 1x by 2 1. How we can do? First we replace x as a 1 and finding the blank and replace that blank as a 1. So we are currently this blank, so we simply replace this blank with 1. So we simply replace this blank with the 1. So now how much 1 we are having? Currently we are having 2 1. We currently scanning only 1x, but now we are having 2 ones. This blank is also replaced with the 1 and move the left side. So now from here to here we are currently now this point. So so currently we are at this point. Currently we are this point. Now again what we did, we simply next to find the x. So what we did simply, what is the net function? If it is state q1, yes, we are at state q1. If there is a 1, so what we have, we simply have the 1. Then we simply remains at state q1, replace 1 with a 1 and go to the left side, because what our interest is to find the x. So where to go? We simply go to the left side. So now where we simply moving to the left side. So now we are here at this place. Again, if there is a x, then we replace this x with a 1 and moving the right side. So we simply replace this x with a 1 and moving to the right side. So after I will explain this function. If we are having x, then we replace this x with a 1 and moving the right side. So where we move is simply after replacing this x, we are moving to the right side. And what is right side? Right side is again 1. So if we are having 1, now our interest is to find the blank. Okay, because we replace x with the 1, now term is blank is replaced by the 1. So we are moving, keep moving until we are finding the blank. So what we did, we simply at state q2, if there is a 1, we move at state q2 itself and replace 1 with the 1 and move in the right side. So we are having 1, we simply replace next one. Again we are having 1, we simply replace next. So now we are right side. And what is the right side? Now we are getting the blank. If there is a blank at state q2, then we replace this blank with a 1. So we simply replace this blank with a 1. So we simply replace this blank with a 1 and move to the left side. So now we simply replace this 1, and now we simply want to move to the left side. So after replacing, we are moving the left side. Now what is our interest? Our interest is to finding the next x if present. Yes, now we are at state, after replacing this blank with 1, we are moving the left side and we are at the state q1. So here we are at state q1. What we did, this function is used at state q2. When is a blank, replace that b blank with a 1 and move to the state q1 and go to the left side. So now we are going to the left side. So at the left side, input is a 1, we replace this 1 as a 1 and going to the left side. So it is a loop. So until there is a 1, we simply moving, keep moving left side, keep moving left side, keep moving. So now there is a no 1, that is we are having x. If we are having x at state q1, we replace that x with a 1 and going to the right side. So we simply replace this x with a 1. So we replace this x with a 1, and now where to go? We simply go to the right side. So after going the right side, at which state we are? We are at state q2. So what we did, at state q2, after replacing this x, we have to be replace next b with a 1, because I already tell you x is replaced by 1. Immediately after that we are finding the blank and replace it with a 1. So if there is a 1, then we are replacing 1 with the 1 and going to the right side, and it is a loop. So until we are having 1, we simply keep moving right side, keep moving right side, keep moving right side, and keep moving. So what we have now, where there is a blank. So if there is a blank at state q2, we replace this blank with a 1. So simply we replace this blank with a 1 and moving to the left side. So now where do we move? After replacing it, we are moving to the left side. Now where? At state q1. So at q1 we are having loop. This input is a 1. So 1 is replaced with the 1 and keep moving the left side. So we keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, and keep moving. So after moving, what we have a blank. We don't have any x. If we have the x, then entire process will repeat until all x are replaced by the 1. So we don't have any x, we have a blank. So what we did, if at a state q1 we are having blank, then we move to the state q3, remains blank as a blank and going to the right side. So we simply move blank remains as a 1, sorry, it is a blank remains as a blank. blank is remains as a blank, move to the right side. So please focus on this. We move to the blank remains as a blank and move to the right side and move to the right side and going to the state Q3. Sorry, it is Q3. So we are at the end. Where we are over here. So it is blank remains with the blank. It is the right side because we are moving the right side and it is state Q3. So we are here, and what we get at the end, we are all read all the inputs. What we get at the end, we are getting 1 1 1 1 1 1. How many ones we are getting? We can say 6 ones, and initially we are having 3 ones. So 3 ones is copies. So everyone is copies once time. So we are getting the 3 ones. So it is a mechanism of how we can copy any input once. So I hope you understand this concept. And if you don't understand this concept, please watch it again. So it is very simple concept, but little bit tricky and logical. So if you watch all my previous videos and example on the Turing machine, then I think you don't have any problem to understand what is a Turing machine and how we can solve any problem by using the Turing machine. I hope and I wish that you should watch all this video and understand the basic concept and some example on the Turing machine. If you face any problem, then please ask me question on the comment section. I am very happy to answer your question. Thank you very much.